Welcome everyone to another episode of Kimchi Chat. Today we're discussing the new C-drama Lost Love in Times and saying goodbye to the Taiwanese drama Perfect Match. Annie, why don't you get started with Perfect Match?
Perfect Match is a Taiwanese romantic comedy. It stars Chris Wu, Ivy Shao, Ben Wu, and Nylon Chen. And I have decided that Taiwanese and Thailand have the coolest names. Nylon Chen. So cool. So cool. It's ending on too many episodes. It was so good at the beginning. It really was. I really enjoyed it. It got to the part where we had to be dramatic, and I was just like, no, let's not go down that road. And they did, and I was not happy with that.
The main friction of the story comes from basically you've got these two moms. One's the first wife, one's the second wife of this guy, and they're both fighting for control of this company. And you've got these two brothers, which Chris Wu is technically the oldest. These two brothers who are, Chris Wu's character doesn't want to take the company away from his younger brother. And the younger brother can't really stand up to his mom, who is just being awful. And so it just starts getting convoluted because the moms are like, fighting for control, and grandma is just kind of sitting there watching it happen, playing them against each other. I'm not quite sure what grandma's doing.
I don't think she knows either. But Chris Wu, sorry, I gotta say this. Chris Wu knows how to be a leading actor, and he's very good at kissing, and he has a lot of passion, and I just love that man, and I really wish that they would give him some good stuff.
The chemistry wasn't too bad in this. I liked the chemistry between those two. Even when she was, kind of fighting against it, I still liked.
Was there kind of like a second lead syndrome with these two brothers?
No,
not at all. Okay.
No.
Was there a second lead at all?
There is technically a second lead and a female second lead. But the female second lead actually ends up being on Chris Wu's side, even though her parents want them to get together. She sees which way the wind is blowing, and she's not going to humiliate herself that way. And then it turns out that she is the sister of our male second lead. So there's that relationship that's building because her brother ran away from home. There's some really nice dynamics. It's all centered around whether or not Taiwanese street food is good food or not, because one owns a fancy restaurant and has kind of a stuck-up, snotty attitude about street food. Mm-hmm. And then you've got our female lead and her crew that are all about the good street food. I like that dynamic when they're showing how awesome Taiwanese street food is.
Oh, and the secret messages of this number of dressing, and he has them labeled, and that you say it and it means I still love you. That was really neat. Okay, sorry, that was a spoiler for the last episode.
He does that throughout the whole thing. He uses codes throughout the whole show.
But at the end, it was very nice. I was like, "Oh, you're so stupid. You're still fighting this, and you're just like, come on, he told you, just go for it, lady."
I don't have a lot of experience in Taiwanese dramas. Is this more like one of those like romantic comedy, but the comedy is kind of like really over the top silly?
No. I would say the first half of the drama is absolutely excellent. But once we start fighting over who he gets to marry, it loses some of its lightheartedness.
Would you guys recommend a Perfect Match?
That's it's not like it's like Goblin. Oh, you have to go see Goblin.
If you want a Chris Wu drama to watch, this you're going to want to put this in your list. If you're marathoning his stuff. Mm-hmm. But just don't be surprised if you get about halfway through and you decide, I've seen enough. Because the first half really is the good part of the story. And I haven't finished. I haven't gotten all to the end, but I'm still just kind of, okay.
Let's get through this.
Like fast forward. As soon as the mommies come out, you're like, move the little cursor a little further. Oh, look at that.
I like dealing with our main core group. That's always good. It's those moms, and I can't. Those moms.
Are they drama moms?
Yeah.
They're classic. They're just classic. Okay, so our next drama
is Last Love in Time, and I'm gonna be straightforward. I have not seen anything beyond the first episode, but if it's anything like 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, it'd be easier to just die. It really would be because I can see myself falling in love with every single one of these characters, and it's about two different worlds. So far that we've seen at least two different worlds: the Meandering Skies, which is the place of mages, and the Great Way, I think is what the other one is called.
It's like the Chinese Kingdom of Wei, WEI.
Okay. Anyway, so it sounds like there is some sort of backhanded betrayal going on within the imperial family. And somehow, I don't know if he was at one point the favored son, and he is apparently getting all of the love from the people. He's managed to keep peace without war, which is really kind of, I guess, rubbing up against the king, because the king, I don't think, is ready to give up his throne. But if people are starting to love him more than the king, it threatens his position. And looks like he's got none of his brothers are on his side except for the one. And so at an opportune moment, they've all betrayed him and attacked him, which gave him the opportunity, however fortuitous, to fall into the Meandering Skies, which is how we meet Our Lady Love, Qing Chen. He falls into her land, which is not necessarily permitted. It's that nobody's supposed to be able to go into their land without permission, and she ends up hiding him. And as all of this is going on, her mentor and
she's kind of like the second in command.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting, the feel I was getting from her. It all happened really fast, so I'm not quite sure if it was a prophecy that came to be, or if they just happened to look up and know the meaning of the two stars. But there were two shining stars, which somehow translated to Shakespearean Romeo and Juliet. Like, these two people were fated to fall in love with each other, but it was not going to be healthy for anybody involved in either one of these worlds, and that they should stay very, very far away from each other. And then suddenly, as the two high mages are learning of this fate, it just already happened. It was too late. It was like it was a very poorly designed warning system, is what I'm learning.
Well, in reality, those two stars that they look at are actually in competition for the main spot in the sky. She's the evening star, so she's not seen yet with the other two. So we're actually dealing with three stars. This is the director for this drama is the same one who did the Chinese Scarlet Heart that Scarlet Heart Rio is based on. She did Love 020. She did 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms.
Love 020, then I might.
Love. If you liked Love 020 and you like 10 Miles, in fact, if you've been missing 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, which I have been.
I'm just saying, I loved Love 020. I love 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. This one, I'm watching it. I'm just saying I'm watching it. The costumes in this are absolutely fabulous. I'm getting the whole sorceress costume with all those black feathers and layering. Oh my goodness. It's fabulous costumes. Scenery, yes.
The spider web hair thing.
Oh,
awesome.
The lotus. And then the fact that it's like lotuses, and then he has the rooster on top of his head. You know, I mean.
Wait. This guy has a rooster on the top of his head?
Like an origami rooster. I'm sorry. But
okay. Origami rooster, that's more understandable. You didn't say origami rooster, you just said rooster. And I was really confused.
I really preferred every other viewer was like a decapitated rooster, like
I had no idea what to expect. Origami rooster, okay.
One more question. Do you guys find yourself trying to do the hand motions?
I wish I had I got fat fingers, so I wish because when they do things like this, like it looks so cool, and they like lift up their feet, like it's Okay,
because sometimes I randomly try to do that, and my daughter has such beautiful preteen hands, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, look, the farmer hands. Why doesn't it look like a butterfly? It's like, oh, there's the potatoes rolling away.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Anyway, you should still watch it. All right, that is everything for this episode of Kimchi Chat. Make sure that you guys subscribe to us so that you know when we're coming back, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.